Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh, by Shem Shai, by Shem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity, and women and children who follow. So I want to do this current lesson on Slakia. I want to do this current lesson on, your free time, using it wisely, and being effective in the truth. All right, so this is Ecclesiasticus 38 and 24. It says, the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. All right, so that wisdom, of course it says that wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, to get wisdom, all right, so how are we going to get that wisdom? All right, it says it comes by opportunity of leisure. All right, that's the spare time that you have and being effective with it. Because it says, like I said, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all that getting, get understanding. Okay? So, understand why you're trying to learn these things. What are you trying to learn? Number one, you need to be learning the scriptures. You need to be reading. That's how you're going to, that's what you're using that leisure time for. Okay? For reading, for researching, for doing these lessons, for preparing for the highways, for basically for pushing the ministry. All right, that's what the opportunity of leisure comes for a learned man. Okay, so it says the wisdom of a learned man comes by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. Okay, so what about he that have a lot of business, or that he that's always occupied? You always, you might have a job, you got your woman, you got all these other distractions, but what's the main thing? What's the principal thing in your life? This truth, these scriptures. So what are you supposed to do? Okay, you have to use that opportunity of leisure. You have to make pockets. You have to uh make it happen. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying. There's no other way of saying it. All right. Now, what can you do before you go to sleep at night? You can get a couple chapters in. When you wake up in the morning, do some research, watch some videos, watch the brothers. Or while you're driving, you can do a lesson while you drive. You can listen to brothers while you drive. You can listen to the Bible while you drive, which is not reading, but is getting the scriptures in you. Okay? All these are your opportunities of leisure. You have all these chances, all these opportunities to praise the Lord. All right? So what we need to do, we need to take advantage of these pockets, all right, in these different times. And just like the brother did a beautiful lesson earlier today about praying in the secret place. All right, because a lot of times, your opportunity of leisure, that's when you can be in your secret place. If you're just alone in your car and you're driving to work, at that time, that's your secret place. If it's just you and you wake up in the morning, you're in your secret place. Now, it says, the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. That's wise in what? You want to be wise in these scriptures. You definitely want to level up. You don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be in the same place, and that can only come from reading. All right, that can only come from you actually putting in the work. There's no magic pill. There's no button that you can push. There's no just because you've been in for X amount of years or anything like that you're just gonna level up. You have to put in the work yourself. Of course, Yahweh Shai has to be with you ultimately, but you have to do the dirty work. All right, Kobe Bryant didn't get to the NBA just because his dad, was a good player. All right, no, he had to work for everything that he wanted. All right, I give you a good example. When Kobe was over there in in Italy when he was a kid, he figured out a lot early that the kids didn't have a left hand. So he made them go left. And because he made them go left, he stole the ball. He would be able to steal the ball and, get fast break points. He said he averaged like 60 points a game as a kid in Italy. And then when he came to America, to Philadelphia, it didn't work like that. He said his first game, he would score any points. So imagine how you would feel coming from his perspective, his point of view. I average 60 points a game. I come to a different place. Now I'm playing with Jake. I'm playing with Americans, and I can't get a point. But what did he do? Did he cry? Did he give up? No. He doubled down and he worked hard. And look at him now; he's one of the greatest players of all time. But he used his free time. He didn't say, "Well, I'm gonna just get better in the game." That's not how you get better. You don't get better on the game. Okay? You don't get better on the highways. You prepare for the highways. You read throughout the week. Okay? You research throughout the week. That way, when your opportunity comes, when you're on the highways and a situation comes up or something's being spoke about, you already have the knowledge. You can be an active member, active participant, a live vessel. That's what it's talking about when it's saying using your opportunity of leisure, okay, and you having little business. So if you have little business, if you don't have that much to do, if you don't have a woman, if you don't have a real busy schedule, then then that's a blessing. Use that time to become a great man in this truth and a better man in these scriptures. Okay. And same thing with the opposite. If you have a lot of business, if you have little time, that's not an excuse. You still, like I said, need to find those pockets. When you're driving, when you wake up at night, or when you wake up at night. I work overnight, so when you wake up in the morning, when you work before you go to sleep at night, on your break, on your lunch break, these are all opportunities that you have to just make it happen. There's no excuses. All right. What you have to do in this truth. You got to study. All right. You got to get into your Hebrew. You got to read. You got to watch for the prophecies. Do your research. Geopolitics. The American debt. You got to know what's going on. So in order for you to do that, you better figure it out. Because the Most High don't need us. We need the Most High. All right? So, with that being said, just, use your time wisely. Use your time wisely, man. Just make it happen. And because ain't nobody gonna make it happen for you. You are the pilot of your salvation, so to speak. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that you are in control of your salvation, but it says, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, which means you have to be the one to give that diligence. You are in the driver's seat. You have to be able to hit the gas and hit the brakes. And right now, we ain't braking too much. You need to be able to hit the gas and stay on the gas and until, the coming of the Lord. So find those pockets, make good with your time, man. With that being said, I want to give all praise that's called law to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakar Kadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.